and I think it is extremely pertinent and relevant theme, especially because looking at the subsequent topics, it is important that KICD anchors what transition and CBC means so that the other speakers can pick it up. But before I do that, allow me, for the sake of respecting the teacher's maxim of talking from the known to the unknown, just to repeat 3 core functions of KICD, and which the delegates here are always participants. Mr. Chairman, the core function of KICD is to advise the government on all matters pertaining to the curriculum. The second core function is to develop curricula for all levels of education except the university. And also very important is to evaluate all curriculum support materials. This is important to reiterate because I see in this room and beyond a number of our partners, the publishers. When you walk into those tents, you see a number of publications. It is important that I implore us on this occasion that anytime a publication comes to your institution, always ask, is this approved by KICD? The reason is that we serve the role of being gatekeepers to ensure that any materials that get access to our learners have been checked for their relevance, their access, and also their utility value to the learner. I have said, continue that support. Chairman, before I get to the issue of transition, the question of values has been on the lips of Kenyans. There have been questions on whether we are creating people who are able to appreciate the other people who share the spaces that they share in terms of values. And you people and other stakeholders express the need that we relook at our curriculum so that then we can emphasize the values into the education system of our learners. These remain core reasons why we are transiting from the curriculum that is being phased out. Chairman, to give the delegates one basic tool that they can carry out of this conference, sound that a very complicated, very inexplicable phenomenon. I want to make it clear to say learning should be interested as we plead with the government to avail resources. The second last tenet of pragmatism, I'm breaking down that philosophy so that it's simple enough, is collaboration. Please tell your neighbor collaboration. Yes, we have come to your schools and seen that you have avoided those days when learners will do assignments and cover so that their neighbor does not see. To telling me that the CBC child she has in the house, who ordinarily would simply have been called uncle or auntie, the child insists. Now, what is the full name of this uncle? And how exactly I relate to him? Because the child says, I think there are some uncles who are not actually. I must know who they are. And the same applies also to aunties. So those of us who go into the kitchen and tell mother, you and I will do it. And even mothers there. I have